Hey everybody, Political Vigilante here at the Youth Climate Strike in downtown LA, and I ran into Fee from the Convo Couch. What is your impression of this?
This gives me hope. I feel like the kids and the youth understand that this issue isn't fake news. It's not an exaggeration. A lot of people who, whatever they may believe, say that there's an alarmist kind of tone with it. But the fact is that
it should have an alarmist tone.
Exactly. Like this is exactly the problem. Is like there is no plan B. This is like the world that the kids are inheriting, and like as someone that's that's a millennial, I feel like this is something that we have to pay attention to, and it's going to affect us. It is affecting us right now. We're in California. I mean, fires up and down the state, hurricanes in Florida. From where I'm from.
Well, the fires, and then we learn, PG&E is like basically allowing the fires to happen. They're rolling blackouts,
and then the insurance companies hijack the prices up to I think a 300% increase every time. So again, they're creating what's called disaster capitalism, which Naomi Klein often talks about, where the climate change and the catastrophes result in this sort of destruction for people, and these companies profiting
from people's misery.
Exactly.
That's private prisons does that. Everybody does that.
Exactly.
What they do that's impressive to me is seeing, like, when I was 16, I was playing high school football and collecting comics.
Right.
I wasn't down doing stuff like this. Now, granted, there wasn't this movement.
Right.
I've been hearing about climate change and the environment since I was a kid in the 70s.
Yeah.
And like it needs to happen. Yeah. And so the fact that they're doing this, and then Greta's going to speak in a little bit, is amazing. Like they this needs to happen.
Hey, everybody, we're good.
Because you said Elizabeth Warren's new plan was what?
Elizabeth Warren's healthcare plan is a 10-year plan, which is allowing the private insurance companies to come in and hijack the prices. And her Green New Deal she doesn't even have a Green New Deal.
No.
It's green militarism. So
yes,
let's make the military green, and let's continue dropping bombs, and let's continue the status quo, and let's continue taking money from Raytheon, right?
Of course, she gets money from Raytheon. That's the other thing too. When she says those things like we need to green up our military, it's just it's coded language. It's language to sound like someone. Oh, she sounds progressive, but it's a wink to the military-industrial complex.
Absolutely.
Hey, by the way, I'll take care of you. So a green military is like the people in the Middle East. I always say they're going to be so happy they're getting bombed by rockets powered by biodiesel.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing too is that she has no real plan for any of this. She just sort of parrots what Bernie says.
Absolutely.
But 30, 40 years ago when he was fighting for Medicare for all, she was a Republican.
That's the joke, right? Like people think she's like still similar to Bernie. Like they prop her up like she's the same. It's like no. And what really irks me is seeing people like Larry Krasner, who got elected because of Bernie people, and he's the DA and Philadelphia, and I loved him, man. Like I was like helping push his campaign, and he just endorsed Elizabeth Warren, and it just seems like the fix is in. They're lining up behind Elizabeth Warren.
Well, when Elizabeth Warren's daughter gave $45,000 to the Working Families Party, and they endorsed her, it's like, of course. And they got to be scrambling because the gang, AOC, and everybody, all women of color, endorsed Bernie.
Yeah,
that was kind of amazing.
I think they weren't expecting that.
No.
I think they were like, oh crap, like we thought she was gonna go for.
And the thing I like too, one of the speeches was the oh look, there's someone with a Bernie right there.
Bernie 2020.
Woo! I was glad to hear those kids call out Gavin Newsom. Like you got to call out these fake they say, oh, he's so progressive. No, he's not. Gavin Newsom's a corporate Democrat.
He takes some money.
He's a fracking guy. Dianne Feinstein condescends to those little girls and says, you run, you do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they should. All these kids, if you're under the age of 18, write your birthday on a card and send it to Gavin Newsom or Dianne Feinstein or anyone that is in a district which you live in, and say, when I turn this age, I'm voting you the fuck out. That's what you need to do.
See ya.
All right, so we're going to join the march and then watch Greta speak.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.